Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and we have some pretty awesome news. OMI is pumping, the drops are going well. We are seeing the drops pretty much sell out instantly across all rarities, which is what we were trying to achieve. We were talking about this mass adoption, and VeVe's done their part. They are going out, they are getting involved with this mass marketing. I've seen various different marketing brand strategies, and it is bringing in more users onto the platform, and I'm pretty sure all of us have noticed. So yeah, that's all going really well. So I just wanted to touch a bit on the two drops today. We have another drop coming up tomorrow, which is Frank Kozik's Labbits, which is pretty interesting. I just wanted to discuss a little bit on that since people were confused. And I also wanted to touch a little bit on the OMI Burn, specifically regards to the AMA that we had recently and the price of OMI for today. So firstly, we had the James Bond glider drops. So we had the rare, which is static, and the ultra rare, which is animated. So here you can see I'm inside the cockpit of the ultra rare. Now what's interesting is I actually didn't get the ultra rare on the drop. I only got the rare. I had to buy the ultra on the market, so I managed to snipe it for about 330 gems, which is about 130 gems over the market price. But overall, I would say that it was a fairly good price. I just kind of waited and watched. I didn't FOMO in straight away as soon as the market opened, and I'm quite happy with this. I just wanted to complete the set. Obviously there are two more pieces to this set to complete, so the set isn't complete yet, but the poster drop, which we also had, that is a complete set. So in terms of the poster drop, now I didn't actually get the ultra rare on the first try. You can see I'm buying the ultra rare here, and that's because I got it on the second chance trick. So you can see that my clock says 2 minutes past 8. So yeah, I actually only got the rare on the drop. I didn't get the ultra rare, but that means with both I do have the complete set, so that counts towards another set for the Master Collector program, and that is becoming more and more important because it was stated that if you are holding secret rares and ultra rares and complete sets, what's going to happen is every day you could be getting points, and those points you can use towards specific benefits. So think of it as kind of like staking. So you have your NFTs, your full sets on your account on VeVe. Every day that you hold that set, you will get points, and then you can redeem those points for exclusive benefits. Now the benefits, they have alluded to things like getting accessories for your showroom, getting access to exclusive drops, getting access to drops maybe like a few seconds earlier, if you kind of coincide with that, burn some OMI, various different benefits. They are kind of refining and tuning it just so that it's fair, but also so that there is an incentive for people to buy and hold the collectibles, as well as an incentive to buy and use OMI. So all of that is, I think, going to be pretty awesome. So I got mint number 1505 on the ultra rare today for the poster for James Bond. Now tomorrow we don't have any James Bond stuff. We have Labbits. The rest of the James Bond stuff will be on the Sunday at 8 AM PST and 12 PM PST. But in terms of the Labbits, now what's interesting is I quite like the common one. Frank Kozik suggested that this could potentially be animated. We'll have to wait and see. But we also have the Corpseman, the Hooverville. So the Corpseman is the uncommon one for this set. And I think both the common and uncommon are actually going to do surprisingly well relative to other drops. The rare, I think these are going to be quite tricky to get, but the ultra rare, only 880 of this. This one I think is going to be quite valuable. The Backstab Labbit, the black one, that one was selling for about 400 gems on the drop day, so that was a 10x. But now, given the performance of the Backstab Labbit, I believe this should do at least twice as well. If not, then I think this is going to be one of those ones that kind of gets listed straight above 1k and just sits above there for however long. And then we have the secret rare. So the secret rare is currently listed in the shop for 25 gems. Now, word of warning, I believe you will not be able to buy it for the 25 gems, even though you can see the buy now button, even though it says 25 gems. I believe that's just a placeholder, and this is going to be airdropped to those who are affected by the bug, where if you purchase gems on an iPhone, it would automatically sometimes automatically give you a double transaction, so that you get twice as many gems even though you hadn't paid for the second set. So VeVe had to kind of like confiscate those additional gems, and they did that at a later date, so people were kind of confused because a lot of people didn't even realize that they did get double gems. So there you go. they get a secret rare, so I'm pretty jealous with that. Now, with regards to the AMA, so yesterday we had an AMA. I did ask a question which specifically to do with OMI Burn, because this is quite interesting. Now, there are loads of people who are trying to model OMI Burn, trying to say, you know, it will take us like 20 years just to burn like, you know, a third of the supply, blah, blah, blah. Now, what's interesting is the OMI Burn has increased, as in not just, you know, the amount of OMI that we're burning per day, but the actual underlying tokenomics of it. They have slightly modified it. Let's just say modified it. So when we first had this model, we were looking at, you know, not even the marketplace. We were just looking at OMI Burn from, you know, the collectible drops. And then they introduced the marketplace with a 2.5% fee. And then all of a sudden, people had to revise their models for this marketplace. And now they have added another layer on top, which is kind of a licensor fee, not just a marketplace fee. And I just want you guys to listen to this. So this was my question, and this was the answer I got back.
Yeah, so my question is specifically to do with the upcoming James Bond drop. Well, not specifically that drop, but MGM Studios, I can see that they're taking a licensor fee as well, similar to Marvel. And I believe it was stated before that in terms of this licensor fee, in terms of, you know, the underlying OMI, 100% of that is burned. So I just wanted to kind of, I guess, confirm from you guys. I assume it will be like the same case with MGM and their 6% fee and any other licensor who takes an additional fee. 100% of that OMI will be kind of burned in terms of the fee amount. And if so, I guess we can expect the OMI burn to be higher than what we initially anticipated if that continues.
That is correct. So whatever the fee is, the secondary market fee gets the equal amount of OMI gets burned.
Okay, so you heard it right there, fully confirmed. We knew that this was happening with Marvel, but just to confirm, you know, any licensor which is taking an additional royalty, 100% of that OMI is burned. So if you are to buy and trade James Bond collectibles, 2.5% of that isn't burned. What you're actually burning is, you know, about 8% of the transaction value in OMI. So that's partly why we've been seeing the OMI burn rate increase so much more, even on non-drop days. So we had, you know, a huge influx of people buying Marvel collectibles, trading the Marvel comics, and you started seeing, you know, close to 100 billion OMI being burned on a non-drop day. Think about that, 100 billion OMI, sorry, 100 million OMI, not 100 billion, 100 million OMI being burned on a non-drop day. And as we get more users, as we get more, you know, Marvel drops, as, you know, the inventory of collectibles on the secondary market increases, this can easily go to, you know, 300 million a day and then 500 million a day. And I don't doubt eventually we'll hit a point where we can burn 1 billion OMI a day. Probably on a drop day that would happen, but, you know, I think consistently on a drop day we could burn 100 billion OMI. And we are absolutely going to shred through the circulating supply in about a year, if that happens. So obviously with the price of OMI going up as OMI is burned, yes, that burn will kind of slow down. But I think, you know, the people who came with these initial models saying it's going to take like, you know, 10, 20, whatever years, like they did not factor in any of this additional burn rate. Clearly they did not. And we were told that there was going to be additional burn rate, you know, well in advance. And we're going to get more and more different types of burn being introduced. So don't think of it as this is still the only burn that we're going to be getting. We haven't even seen how much OMI we're going to be burning, because they confirmed that land on the VeVeVerse you will buy with OMI, and 100%, not even 1%, is kept. 100% of the OMI is burned. And we know from other platforms, land is not expensive. Land is not cheap. Land is very expensive. So I wouldn't be surprised if we burnt, you know, several billion in OMI in one land sale. Like that is very, very possible. Now, lastly, what I want to touch on is just the price of OMI for today. So we've been seeing some interesting stuff. And what I'll do is I can see that, you know, I've been talking about this kind of 0.5 cent area of support. So what I'll do is I'll just slap a trend line there. And yep, and then what I'll do is I'll put another one at a point of resistance, which is around about this 0.57 cent range. Okay, so what we have been seeing is we've been kind of boxing in this zone here. And this support is very well respected. This 0.5 cent range, even when the market was eating shit, OMI just kind of sat at 0.5 cents. And as soon as the market starts recovering, we can see we've had this straight, on the 4 hourly chart, green candle after green candle, and we have hit this point of resistance. We did have a slight, wick back down, but we are holding at 0.57. So what does this mean? If we can hold there, and if we can close above 0.57, we are looking good to smash through this previous high that we made of 0.62. I've been saying that we will touch 0.7 cents again, and I believe we will touch 0.7 cents within this month. That's my prediction, 0.7 cents within this month. I believe that will happen just because we will get the OMI utility article out, the Master Collector program details released. We will start to see, way more progress when it comes to the MTL, Immutable X, all of that stuff. They said that, we'll see some updates in the last month, and now it is October. So, they did have some setbacks. There was some issues, but as expected. But it should happen this month. If it doesn't, then I actually anticipate we would have a pullback today, just because I felt that we would hit this point of resistance, and because MTL Immutable X, it was not delivered in September like people were expecting. I thought we were going to come back down to kind of around here 0.5, but we have not. I guess that just means OMI is gaining a lot more adoption than we anticipated. So yeah, we are starting to see way more OMI holder addresses as well. They have been increasing as more and more people get introduced to the ecosystem from all of the various different influencers promoting OMI now. OMI is becoming a much well-known token. Cryptos Are Us. They've been George. He's been kind of talking a lot more about OMI, and I think as we start to finally move on to Ethereum, that's when we're going to start to get a lot more mainstream interest, and a lot more people are going to start to look into adopting it as they realize, hey, VeVe is not a closed ecosystem where they can cash out, cash in, they can move their NFT collectibles around. But that being said, I don't know how much of a benefit there is to taking your NFTs off platform into your private wallet, just because of the Master Collector program. If you are holding your NFTs within VeVe, you will get benefits. And so I'm just probably going to keep mine within VeVe. That's just how it is. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to go through with you guys today. Good luck for the drop tomorrow. Frank Kozik's Labbits. We have the James Bond Sapphin's Mask, as well as the set 2 of the posters on Sunday. And please do check out the link below for the OMI Homie t-shirts. Use my code K10 to get a 10% discount. All your support goes towards supporting our future events and giveaways. And please do like, subscribe, support the content. I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.